Welcome, it's Brendel, and we are going to be diving into our June recap and then going over our July budget. A little late in the month, but we are still going to record it and still want to share it with you. So we are going to screen record. Okay, you should be able to see the screen now. So to start off, we are going over our June budget. We have received $8,665 from income, and then our fixed expenses, they were all the amount we budgeted. Next, we have variable expenses. Our sinking funds, we ended up increasing quite a bit, and we added $3,217 to that. And on the next tab, we'll go over the breakdown and what we spent and everything. For groceries, we did go over and spent $823, but for restaurant, we were under. There were quite a few times that we went out with friends and family and such, so we didn't really go out just the two of us. I think we got coffee maybe a couple times, and that's what that $27 is. Next, we have savings, and we did complete our Roth IRA's contributions for the year. And we had only needed $461 left for that. And last, we have $2,000 that went towards our Tacoma loan. So that is almost paid off. I think we have maybe a month or two if we really end up getting some extra money to put towards that. And so next we're going to go over to our sinking funds and dive into that $3,217, where it all went, and then what we ended up spending out of those categories. For auto insurance, we didn't add anything, we didn't spend anything. Auto maintenance was still at $100, and we did have the RAV4 Safety Connect come out. So that was at $80. Beauty, we kept that at $200. I spent $124.38. Let's take a look at what we ended up getting. My eyebrows done, obviously. Oh, some sunscreen, body wash, mouthwash, hair clip. I got some nail sets. The eyebrows were actually twice. Sometimes that happens with the rotation. I do get them done every 3 weeks. Which actually I got them done yesterday. As of filming this, it was yesterday. Car tabs, we added 50. It's gonna be a while until those are due again, but we kind of wanted to put a little bit in there. Clothes, usually Matt and I get 100, so I did spend a little extra and had to put a little extra $8 in there. So I got a new bathing suit. I got some shoes for a friend's wedding. I got a pair of pajamas and a skirt, a couple pairs of shorts, and then some leggings. Costco, we didn't add anything. For dogs, we added 100 and spent 101. Electric, we average each month 150, so that's what we added on there. Entertainment is where we added a big chunk. We had originally put 300 in here, and so we added an extra 234 and spent all of it. This was just how the summer goes sometimes. Let's see. Matt went to the golf course. We went and saw the new Final Destination movie. Our friend had us over to her lake cabin, and so we had some food there. We brought this cookie dough dip and stuffed mushrooms. On the drive out there, we bought some Red Bulls, bought some mimosas for the morning of my friend's wedding, paper plates for 4th of July. We just got them early. We had a snack day at work, so I bought some meat and cheese tray. I met my sister's boyfriend, and so we went to lunch with them. She did pay me back for half of her and her boyfriend. Lunch again with a friend, dinner with some work friends, and then we did buy everything for the 4th of July in June. We have a big barbecue with my family. Fitness, we added 100, and we did get protein, I believe, but let me double check. Yeah, we got strawberry lemonade, clear protein, and then Matt joined a gym. Next we have gas. We averaged 200. We actually drove a bit more, $282 we spent on gas. I did drive to my friend's wedding. Driving to meet my sister's boyfriend is quite a distance. The lake that we went to is a little bit of a distance, not like super far, but it was a drive to get out there, so that also contributed to the gas. Gifts for December, we didn't add anything extra. That's pretty funded. We still have to go over our list. That'll probably be in the next few months, but we're set for now. Gifts in general, we did have to add to this. We originally put $250 in there, so we added couple hundred more. Then home extras, we added a bunch in here. So we originally had 200, and then we added $306 at the end of the month. It was what was extra. So at the end of the month, we realized that a lot of our home extras, because it's such a category that catches a lot of stuff from around the house, that it's always getting added to. So we wanted to put some in there as a buffer to kind of boost that and not have to worry about buying things for the house. Then for home improvement, we added 50. We did buy some things. I'm trying to think of what home improvement we did. Oh, we did buy a patio screen and then some weed killer. Hunting, we didn't add anything. Medical, we added 100 to boost that back up. We didn't have any prescription refills or doctor's visits that needed a copay, so we were set there. Office supplies and books, we added 100 and spent quite a bit. 175. Matt bought a book for golfing. He's into that. We had our HP Instant Ink come out. I bought some sticker storage from Planner Kate. I bought a couple of sticker books from Cathletic Plans. I bought my July kit for my budget monthly view. Matt bought the Jurassic Park as a Kindle book, and then I did buy a planner for my sister's wedding and a few other things from Happy Planner. So next we have outdoors. We added 200 and we spent 200. We bought a bike bag to go on Matt's bicycle, and then he's getting into rock climbing, so we bought him some shoes and a chalk bag, and there's this spray he bought for his golf balls to kind of see where he's hitting. Next we added $18 to technology. Oh, that was for what they call a dead box, and it is a digital folder that you keep everything in, and it is for when you pass away. Next we have vacation. We added 100, spent 157. That was going over to my friend's wedding she had, and yeah, that was all of it. And then next we have $25 that go to our water bill, which is a quarterly bill, so it should come out next month, or well, this month in July. But that is what our June budget looked like. Recapped it, went over everything. Obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Next, we are going to dive into our July budget. So we go over this together. Matt and I sit down and we walk through this together, so it's already been discussed, but we are going to enter the numbers in together. So, let's go over here. Our income, we stick to $5,600. As you've seen over the past few videos, or even in this video, we do end up bringing in extra money, but I like to keep it tight. because we're budgeting, because you never know if you have to take time off, maybe you don't have enough PTO. We just kind of want to give that buffer where we're not overextending ourselves. For mortgage, this is staying the same at $11.96. Tacoma is $5.90. Our phone bill is $118. Garbage is $85. Our internet is $75. Life insurance is $38. Netflix is $18 and Spotify is $17. And none of those changed from last month. They were all the same. I didn't have any notes that they were potentially changing. For sinking funds, we are putting in $2,048. We decided for groceries to bump that up to $1,000. First, the reason we increased it was we had been going over in our budget, so we just wanted to bump it up, see how it goes. Second, we are going camping a few weekends, and sometimes that can add up because you're buying with a group. You want to make sure there's food for everybody. And then next, we are doing $75 for restaurant. That is our typical amount. Oh, I forgot to add a category. Okay, so let's just add it to the bottom. I was looking at this 340 and I was like, why do we have that left over? So we have signed up for a cleaning service, and for the first cleaning session, it's more of a deep clean, so it's a little bit more intensive, and so it is a little higher, so it's gonna be $340. And then next month it will be $170 for a once a month cleaning. Hey, so I am popping in here because I forgot to tell you what our sinking funds breakdown was. I told you the total, which was $2,048, but I didn't tell you the breakdown of all of the categories. So we're going to do that now, and let's just go down the list real fast. And I do have notes over here to the side, so I might be looking at them. You can't see them, but I can see them. We aren't putting in anything in for auto insurance. Auto maintenance, we're just putting in 100, nothing too crazy. Beauty, we're putting in 150. I have my eyebrows and deodorant, and I just kind of like to build that category up. Card tabs, I think we're good for a while. Clothes, both of us are getting our monthly budget of 100. Dogs is getting 200. We were hoping to get him into grooming, but I didn't book it in time, so that won't happen. But we also have him going to doggy daycare while we have the house being cleaned, so that 200 will just kind of roll over, which is good to build that up anyways. Electric, we had this kind of up to almost $500, so we didn't fund it this month because we figured we could just use what was already in there. Entertainment, we are putting 200 in. For fitness and health, we have a gym membership for Matt. We have protein that's going to come out. We have a subscription for our clear protein, and then we just kind of have some stuff in there. Furniture, we're not adding anything in. Grass, we put 200. Gifts for December, that's pretty funded. We do need to go over that sometime. Gifts in general, we're adding 200. We have a couple birthdays that we are buying gifts for this month. Home extras, we added 200 just to kind of keep that bumped up. Home improvement is getting 50. We don't have any projects in the works. We do need to get started, but we have that $500 in there, so we should be good for a bit. Next we have hunting. Matt said he didn't need anything, so we're not adding anything. Medical, we just added 50 to bump up that category. Office supplies, we are adding 100 just to get little things here and there. I know a lot of shops have sales in July, so I'm hoping we can stay good with that. Outdoors, we are adding 50, just kind of put something in there. Not sure what we're going to use it for yet. Next we have technology. We didn't add anything. We don't have anything needed really. Vacation, we're adding 100 to boost that back up. And lastly, we have the water bill for $25, which is our average monthly. The bill is quarterly, so I believe it'll come out next month in August or July. Let me take a look. Oh, it does come out in July. That makes sense because Q2 ended in June and then the bill is released in July. Makes sense, makes sense. Alrighty, so that is what our sinking funds are looking like for July, and then I'll let you finish off with the other Brenda. We'll see you next time. Bye. That is what our July budget looks like. And next, so that wraps up the budget portion for this video, and then we can kind of talk about the July books, even though it is a little farther in. So I was listening to The Last Time I Lied, which I have finished, by Riley Sager. And then I was reading Say You'll Remember Me, which I also finished. I'm currently listening to The Only One Left by Riley Sager, and I am reading, what am I reading? I just started it too. Oh, I'm reading Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. So the other thing in July, Made for Each Other by Lynn Painter is coming out. So keep an eye out for that. And then for my watch list, because that's the other thing that I usually share, I'm currently watching Scandal on Netflix. I am deep into that. It is very addicting. And on my list, I have Million Dollar Secret that came out back in March. I don't know if I'm going to watch that or not. Bad Influence, Ransom Canyon, All American Season 7 are all previously released ones that I've been wanting to watch. And then Too Much came out July 10th. Happy Gilmore 2 comes out July 25th. Nobody Wants This Season 2 comes out in October. And then I just found out Stranger Things Season 5 is coming out in waves. They have different releases, but it starts in November and then releases in the full release in December. So I am so excited about those. Let me know what you are budgeting for in July, even if this video is a little late. Maybe tell me what you're looking for in August. Then what you're reading. I want to know about this. I love adding books to my TBR. And lastly, let me know what you're watching, because I love to watch either YouTube or Netflix while I'm getting ready and whatnot. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, following along, hanging out, checking it out. If you have any questions, have any comments, feel free to leave them below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Get ready for the next one. And I will see you next time.